Run with the unsolicited opinions and ideas of others. Instead, run with the capabilities that God has given you, because once He had already put it in your mind, you know that you are capable. Sometimes we find ourselves so wrapped up in our assignment to the point where we find ourselves trying to listen to what other people think about, our calling. We try to listen to, instructions from individuals who may walk similar paths, to the point where we are not allowing all that God has given us, all that God has instilled with us, all the light that God has put inside of us to shine, simply because we care too much about what the next person got to say about our assignment, simply because we care too much about making sure that we're doing it the right way. And so instead of us doing this thing with Christ, right, with the capabilities, with the skills, with the gifts, with the vision that God has implanted in our heart and in our spirit, instead we try to go and find someone else who has walked the path to, use them as an example of how we should walk this walk. And y'all, going through my storms for the past 2 years, I wouldn't even say, we'll keep it as storms, my trials and tribulations after, quitting my job and, going on this journey to draw closer to God, to, just discover who I am. God, why did you put me on this earth? What must I do? I found myself being overly consumed of what people thought about me. Oh, what would they think? Should I do this? Should I not do that? To the point where it was pulling me away from God. And when I say pulling me away from God, I'm not saying that, I was just so distant. Should I say it was pulling me away from my assignment? Because now I'm overthinking all these thoughts. What if they don't like this? What if they do like this? What if I should do it this way because I seen someone else doing it that way? Instead of just allowing the beauty of your journey to be your journey. And y'all, throughout that process, I've learned so much. I've gained so much wisdom. But now going into, this new chapter, it's all about, walking this walk with Christ, not being so overly what others might think, to the point where you are limiting God. Yeah. You're limiting God. When you find yourself being, so concerned of what other people may think, you're limiting God. You're limiting what He can do through you and for other individuals, because you are overthinking things to the point where instead of you doing something, you do nothing. And it's time for us to get up. It is time for you to be so fixated and focused on the word. Be so fixated and focused on what the Holy Spirit is leading you to do. It is,